Yeah. No, this is Konica, not Aya. But pretty close. It's a couple stages off. Yeah. Glad you understand that. Also, that emote is Yuka, not Kaneko, so again, wrong character, but you know, I know they both have caves. Bye. Up. I have like 2 Kaneko emotes. There needs to be more. Unfortunately, there aren't a ton of Kaneko emotes out there. Hello, Toaster. There is an unfortunate lack of them. For gameplay, I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, not that I have much say in that matter, regardless. Earlier play orange juice, I feel bad for you. Although if you're going to subject yourself to it, it's kind of on you, gotta say. It is 100% orange juice, yeah, I'm pretty familiar with it. 100% orange juice. 100% orange juice is like, because like a lot of orange juice companies make like orange juice, you know, like there's a lot of juice, but they put like some water in it, you know, a lot of like they add stuff to it. Well, like 100% orange juice is just like it's effectively, you know, you just squeeze a lemon, right? That's lemon. What the fuck is wrong with me? Squeeze an orange. The orange juice is kind of like if you took Mario Party and then you made it more anime, and you also did some other questionable things to it. Not that Mario Party isn't questionable at times, but... And more importantly, you had a dev team that did a lot of questionable things. I guess that's the more relevant aspect of it. Orange juice, got it. Yeah, yeah. Remember, go to your lemon tree outside, squeeze it, and you might get orange juice. Blue with fighting. Yeah, it's Mario Party. There are notable differences. There are, obviously, but that's a simple way to refer to the game. Oop. I think everything was in Japanese. Bro did not set language to English? Question mark? Bruh? I can't believe I just did that. You read? No, reading is for suckers. We'll ignore the part where I play, I Ace Attorney and I read. I think 100% Orange Juice is a neat idea. It's just I don't think they've done anything with the ideas, is the problem. It's my biggest complaint, per se. Hello, Kageyama. Is it true that Tenchi is actually the greatest defense attorney of all time? In that Aya is actually just washed? I'm complimenting Tenchi! Say hi. Well, hello, River. Say hi. SMH. You can't even spell your words right. Unbelievable kids these days. Hope you're doing well, River. River. Okay, you know what? I'm streaky with this attack. Why was I not shooting? I'm 23. I'm tired. Sort of. I mean, I got off of work. That's why I'm tired. I'm not actually, like that tired right now. Better sidekick, Momiji, or Iku? That's a good question. Oh, it's 22. You just said 23 and not 2300, and I'm like, I guess that. And I'm just like, oh, I just misread words. Maybe I am tired. Okay, match. I knew that the moment OJ gets mentioned, something. I knew it's like an anti-calling card for you, Damikos. I have just listened to that. Don't XD my shortcomings. Momiji, because she is fluffy. Here's the thing. Momiji is the smartest character in that series. So I would say Momiji, but the problem is that Iku has the greatest sprite I've ever seen in any Touhou thing ever. So I might have to just say Iku solely because of that. Now, Momiji does have her 3 moments, I will say that, but... Light Knight power? And I have apparently... Miku insult you like she insults Tenchi. I mean, she doesn't really, like, straight up insult. It's more, sarcastic, like sarcastic irony or something is the way to put it. Gee, power your toaster. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? Thanks, Trevor. Hope you have a good one. Hope you actually get sleep, and they can type in the future. Me speaking? Well, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that was that. Bread, what else? I mean, isn't that the idea of a toaster toasting things, such as bread into toast? You can replace your toaster? What do you mean by that? Yeah, I'll be straight up here, and I'll say this. I don't know why it's so popular. I mean, I kind of know why it's so popular, but, like, I have never cared for toast at all. I'm not talking about you, the person. I'm talking about, like, food. Toast with butter. You could literally eat, like, something else. Like bread? There's only two foods in life. Bread and toast. Also, Dimikos, I want to say, you sent me that, that mod. I saw you, like, you must have, like, resent it or something earlier. I tried to download it, and, the computer was like, you can't download this. This is a dangerous link, dude. This is terrible. So, my computer doesn't, like, want me to download it. Sorry. You have one? Don't start linking forward in chat, okay? I don't want you to start doing... we can't have that. Want it? Well, what's your definition of the word dangerous? That varies from person to person. Hello, Big Dud. The game page? What do you... It's weird, because, like, sometimes if I try to download something, like... You ever have that thing where it's like... Game page? Like, it's one of those things where, like, sometimes you've, like, tried to, like, go to, like, sites and, like, say, hey, this is, like, sketchy or something, you sure you want to proceed? But, like, I click that link, Dimikos, and it just literally, like, the computer's like, no. Like, nah, fam, no. This is too sus, we can't download this. Like, modding Lost Branch, that's unbelievable. Yeah, I do have the companion J-Box, and all that stuff is through Thunderstorm, right? Peak game? What type of peak game? Like Air Touhou TW or something else type of peak? Is it that Fudenaria Remy game that's going around? But sometimes, indeed they are. Really nobody download that one? Oh, that's kind of stupid. What is Rainbow's Refreshing Adventure? Why is the first thing I s- oh gosh. One of these. Oh, it's one of those gays. Oh, I see. What did I don't know. I've never touched the game myself. I look and I see a Ramu Sprite, a visual novel looking game, and Kool-Aid Man. I'm like, oh, okay. And I saw the next panel. I was like, oh, I see the type of game this is. I will kill. That's what I meant when I said one of those games. Oh. Crap. Can we mod this game so that Hina just stops spinning? More fan games. There's like 5 billion Touhou fan games in the world. Hello? Or I stream like 24 hours a week on the regular, and half of that time is fan games. That's 12 hours a week. And I barely make a dent in the sheer vast pile of fan games. It's very much the joy of the Touhou's community. Although I'm generally not the biggest fan of I can appreciate it, but you know I don't really care too much for the flash style of Touhou fan games, which is where like a lot of them exist. But the real shine of Touhou is the fact that there is just like there's so many actual like high quality fan games. It's absurd. Certified hitbox moment. bastard. You know, what we need in the Touhou scene for the fan game sphere? I don't know how you'd make this because it's a Wii, because it's like Wii games. And you'd have to like figure out how to like make this type of thing. But we need a Touhou Trauma Center game. Dystopian. FMW's Fantasy Maiden Wars, right? What's dystopian? Where's Labby Try? This year. That's true, except for Try fans. Guys, surely one of these years it'll come out. What? A Trauma Center game. There's a sequel to the first one that exists only on the DS that I haven't played, but Trauma Center Second Opinion, Trauma Center New Blood, and Trauma Team. 3 games for the Wii, and kind of the same series. The most underrated games I've ever played. It's unbelievable. I went into those games expecting them to be jokes. So I was told from people, it's like, oh, surgery game for the Wii. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a meme time. And me and my friends played through those games. Holy shit, it's one of my favorite games I've ever played. I was just recently thinking about those games again. The games of precision. Well, we need that. We need to get that in tow. Give me the Racing and Aaron like surgery game. Come on, like give me the doctor game. Where you can hug. Ooh, I grabbed that quickly. Rest in peace, Faith. I can help you out with that part, but the problem is everything I know of that has other content, additional content. Like what? Like additional content. We need to develop a game. Fucking get Dolphin emulators and shit. Something to use like motion controls. And then let's just get a fucking nice one game. Nice one. I love that. Give me Trauma Center Touhou Edition. Or the final game, Trauma Team, where there's like more things than just basic surgery. Like Chirno's got some deadly disease. It's up to Aaron and Racing to cure it. Reimu's got her food poisoning. Gotta. visual learner? In what way? Guys, I don't know what sex is. I'm a visual learner, by the way. The early fairy were so bad. Why is wrong with me? You're gonna sleep? Well, have a good sleep. Like, no, I don't operate off of good luck. I need bad luck. When people wish me bad luck, that's what makes me play better. I feed off of negativity. Positivity only weakens me. I'm weak to the power of friendship. I need people to prey on my downfall. That's what inspires me. You can't edit your messages on Twitch. It's actually kind of crazy. You know, kill you. That's what I need to see. That's a crazy thing. You know. The fact that Twitch doesn't have that. The fact that Twitch does not let you, A, edit your messages, and B, by default, let you, the streamer, go in and just block a single message. You have to enable that feature to just do a single message. It's the dumbest fucking thing. Okay, now that's the problem. Oh, my faith! Oh, it's Jover. What would happen if Hina and Xion met? I love how aggressive that emote is. Because, like, Hina, like, can, like, absorb misfortune, right? And, like, Xion just, like, emanates it, essentially. Like, what would happen if they met? Infinite power. This is gonna be like a 6.8. 6.9? Oh, nice. Just if you want to get as detailed as you want. I don't care. You get Chen. Unlucky. I mean, you can make whatever you want. Like, what's the difference between unlucky / misfortune? Misfortune sounds a lot crueler than unlucky. I'm moving too much. Shame. First more curses. Would you not argue that Xion is cursed? How many curses even exist in Touhou? How often are curses even relevant? Reimu seems to be cursed as being the only one who can actually solve the problem. And yet she meets with Hina, and you know what Hina doesn't do? Take care of the curse. Fireworks, that happens a lot. Yeah, but that requires reading in the year 2025. I don't got time for that. Where are my Touhou audiobooks? Let's do read-along streams. I'll stream myself reading the written works. Immortality. Is immortality a curse or a blessing? I know that's a common, like, oh, immortality, is immortality actually a blessing or a curse? But in this situation, is it a curse? At the very least, they inflicted it upon themselves. That was the danger. I think browser, because I clicked the well, because when I click the link in Discord, it's like, hey, this is like a questionable file. Are you sure you want to you want to download it? And then I click download, and then you have Chrome. Yes, you can say whatever you want about that. And then that's like, hey, this is just too sketchy. You'd like if you wanted to plant a virus, you would have. If you wanted to give me a virus, you would have tried. You would have done so long ago by now. Hi, Hina. That's a curse. I mean, there are certain curses that maybe you could consider getting drinking. The curse of the Pharaoh be upon ye. Like, what if you curse a chalice? And someone drank from it? Like, hello? Would they not get cursed? Low score run, SMH. This runs Jover. No world record. Stupid. That is very true. I feel like every browser just ends up being stupid. I feel like there's like the main browsers, and then every time there's like a new browser that enters the scene. It's like, oh no, this is the next good browser, and then like 6 months later, it's like, oh, they did the dumbest fucking thing. They just did something really stupid, and now they're no longer a good browser. You think they're dog shit. Anything that is dealt with a few times is dangerous. Ugh. Very few times is dangerous. That explains why all the Yuka hentai is allowed. I know, it's like how many of these like other fucking bitch, I hate this spell right now. I was so good at it, and then I've just become so dog shit at it. It's like I feel like there's so many of these sites that have these sites that have like prided themselves on like, oh, we're actually like not like dog shit, we're not like Google, we're not like these other ones, we work fine, we don't sell your data, and then like 6 months later it's like, oh, we might actually be selling your data, and then it's just like, okay, well. Sorry guys, you guys don't like Chrome, right? Chrome's terror, or Google as a whole. Google's terrible, so use our site. We don't do anything bad. Every time it's like it comes out as something bad. There was a brief period where I tried looking around at like different browsers and stuff, and then I just kind of like I kind of gave up on that search, and I never like ended up like reinvesting myself into caring enough for it. It's always one of those things where I've always been like, oh, I should probably go do that, and then I just never do, because it's like I've never like been that invested. And the problem, and this is the problem that happens, is like I'll have this conversation with someone, whether it's like someone online or like some of my friends, and then like someone will be like, yo, you should use like this browser, this is the one I use. And then immediately it's followed up by someone being like, no, that site's shit, you should use this one instead. And then that gets followed up by someone being like, no, they suck, use this one instead. It's like every fucking time. And it's a mixture of like I'm busy and just too lazy to like sit down and actually be like, ah, what should I look for this? Maybe, yeah. Or on Reddit. The only problem with that is that it does require me to go to Reddit. And I know for things like this that can actually be like useful, but like I usually just take the word of people in my chat. Oh yeah, Stomko, so you spreading bad links in my chat again? Unbelievable. Let me go to the certified scammer. Unbelievable. I missed a faith. Yeah, I mean that's kind of why I like have just always used Crow. Again, it's like I just haven't like cared enough to like really dive too deep. Go. I used to have that on my phone. And then it turned out that they were selling that, like, DuckDuckGo was like, oh yeah, we aren't like hiding Google searches. We aren't like selling your data. Oops, teehee, we actually are. Oops, oh my goodness. We totally weren't. Like we said we weren't, but oops, teehee. So it's like that's why I just like gave up. Now that can be too esoteric for most. I don't know what that means. What's the Brave controversies? Yo, rest in peace, Brave, the Pixar movie. SMH. Websites, replace them with their own. Websites, ooh, wow, okay. Collaterally add fringe pay-to-win Wikipedia clone, the default search engine list. Soliciting donations in their names without their knowledge or consent. Got caught injecting URLs with affiliate codes when users tried browsing various websites. They silently start injecting ads into their homepage backgrounds, pocketing the revenue. Leaking DNS queries. After articles called them out. That's always how it goes. Honey scam, yeah. I'm glad I never like got into honey ever. Scraping and reselling people's data with their custom web crawler, which was designed specifically to not announce itself to website owners. Nice. Yeah, there's no merit to me like saying this now. There's no way for me to like have any like credibility to this statement or anything. So it's kind of meaningless, but it's still always something I say. Tells you can get money for free. It's always a clause. Yeah, and that's what I go to because I'm not a Markiplier fan, but I'll go to this with the honey controversy, where like because like Markiplier was like the one person who like previously like questioned honey and like never promoted them, at least like big names wise. And he always said it was like if they're offering free money, it's you know, it's like where's the catch? And that's one of the reasons why, like, I never got into the honey thing. Although I've usually, like, every, like, influencer, like, pushed, like, products, like, ads and stuff like that, I've always had major skepticism for Temu ads on your phone. Dude, I've seen people talk about Temu for a little bit, and I've always been like, huh, I've never, like, seen or heard, like, anything about Temu. Like, I didn't even know what it was until, like, 2 weeks ago. I just started seeing them, like, bombarding, like, ads recently. That's, like, the ads I keep saying a lot. That's used for gambling. That's all a lot of sites, I feel. Woo! That's a pixel. Dude, Marissa could never, dude. Marissa player's in shambles. But yeah, because like the whole idea is that like you grab honey for free, like it's not a paid add-on, it's not like a subscription add-on, and it's like we'll scour the internet for, you know, codes that you can like enter in, you know, like coupon codes to like help you save money. So instead of you doing the work to look for codes, it's like we'll do it for you. And like. And that one of the biggest problems is that like every time they'd advertise, it's like you're just making free money. And it's like theoretically, it's like maybe you could have a bot to do this type of thing where it's like you have it like scour so much or something, but like to the point where you could do it for free. But it's like at some point the company has to get something out of it, right? Like, the only people who, like, who would, like, ever, like, make, like, programs, like, small programs like this, are someone making some one-off thing for, like, a friend of theirs. And, like, specifically without making money. It's like, if you have, like, if like, I have multiple friends in, like, the programming space. Like, I myself am, like, not a programmer at all. I'm not a coder. But I have IT friends and I have programming friends. The video isn't cheap, yeah. There's a lot of. I mean, I'm not gonna go into names too much. I am. My closest friend is a YouTuber who's 900,000K. I'm not gonna. I love hydro camouflage. I'm not gonna go into too many details, but like, I've learned a lot about a lot of parts of the YouTube space, and the whole advertisement scene. And the more you look at stuff like that, it just makes me question something like honey even more. It's like. Where it's like, obviously, like, a content creator is not gonna, like, put a sponsor out if they're not getting something from it, right? Like, unless they're, like, sponsoring a product that, like, they themselves make. It's like, they're not sponsoring a product without getting any reimbursement. And it's like, then where's it coming from? Shut my friend. I actually have 2 friends who do YouTube. One of them's pretty small. I mean, technically, I do YouTube in a sense. I upload everything. I upload every stream I do here on YouTube, but all that me doing YouTube right now. How bad's clickbait in their videos? Not. Probably like a 2 to 3. Listen, my friend like does hate the marionette culture, you know. Plays into it a little bit for the like because he makes a living off of YouTube, but he's always done an effort to be very like hates the normie YouTube culture. That's kind of a fair way to put it. Or I guess just the modern content creation culture as a whole. In fact, I've actually like alluded to this like a couple times over my like year and a half of stream. It's been over. I've been streaming for over a year and a half now. Now that I think about it, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but it was like the start of April last year, and so this would be exactly a month, 18 months. But I've alluded to it like a couple times in the past. I am actually, at least my voice is in two different YouTube videos that he has. So if you really tried to scour the internet, you could find me in them. Good luck. I'm not gonna push it. Challenge accept, yeah. Worth noting, these are videos from like. When were these? Gosh, these would have had to been like 5 years ago. I mean, my friend's also been doing YouTube for like 13 years at this point. Although he's always said that his main thing is editing. Editing has always been his thing. It's one of the reasons why he doesn't actually have an editor of any sort. Is like he does all of his editing and stuff by himself, and that's like generally the part that he likes the most. Daddy, not a VTuber. None of me and my friends particularly like VTubers. The problem is, I say like 5 years ago. I don't know exactly, man. It was a while. I could go look, but. When the VTuber stuff kicked off, and really, because, there was the whole, Kazuna AI stuff, but, when the VTuber shit, really kicked off a handful of years ago, it started to become, really popular. It's I was there was 2 lines I had, which I was I'm kind of surprised this, was never a thing really before. And I kind of, pay a little bit of attention, and I was it's not my thing. And then I just never really dabbled too much further. I gotta get a Reimu VTuber avatar so I can sit here and beg for money. It'll be so in character, so it'll be really funny. like I'm not gonna sit here and necessarily bash on VTubing as a whole. Like there are aspects to there's a lot of like the normie aspects to it that I have like mild gripes with. You fucking bastard. Or just hurts VTuber. I mean, in a roundabout way, you know, there's an idea to that, right? But like, generally speaking, there are a few YouTubers and slash like Twitch streamers that I watch. Like, there's a few handful. And like generally, I like them for very particular reasons. But there's it's not like I'm gonna sit here and be like, I think this is the best content ever, and like if you're promoting, it's like I like this genre of content, and that's that. Like there's like, and like there's also like very broad realms of content where it's like. Like, there's a lot of, like, normie shit that I'll sit here and, be like, this is dog shit. But for the most part, I'm like, things I don't like, it's like, sometimes I'll make fun of them because it's fun to make fun of things, but, like, for the most part, like, I know a lot of people that are, like, super anti-VTuber. And I've made my questions towards it, but I've always tried to hold a pretty, like, it's not my thing, but like it's not bad, or it's not like it's not dog shit. It's not the worst content on earth. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I dislike this, and because I dislike it, you should as well. Right. The only person I'll ever do that for is if anyone ever says they're a Leffen fan. Otherwise, you could say whatever, but you can probably not say whatever. You could say you like X, insert something, insert X here, and I would probably be like, okay, whatever. So it was 06. I don't really know too much about the Sonico lore, not gonna lie. Besides that she exists and she has massive boobs. This first VTuber. I'll believe you. Why? What is actually wrong with me? Steve fucking dying o'clock. I guess it is Tuesday. It's that time of the month. Week. I had a stretch like last week where it's just like everything was going so great because this early game was going so fine. Now I just cannot play on stage 2 for the life of me. Or Sienna, you gotta feel bad for him. Do you? Nah, not really. I want to go back to... Hold on. I never actually like talked about it on stream. I want to go back to it briefly because Damikos in Discord like a week ago almost, you posted that Touhou review, and I never actually like had a conversation about it on stream. I was going to, and then I forgot. Just to at least briefly just comment on it. Because I glanced through it, and it is hysterical. I kind of read through the first 3 paragraphs, and then I scrolled to be like, how long is this? And then I realized how long it was. I was like, I'm not gonna read this right now. I'm streaming in like 5 minutes. This holy shit. I mean, yeah, that's a reaction to when you fight. Like, if I stumbled upon that, I would just be like, holy shit, this is unhinged, bro. It is wild. What I did do after I read the first 3 paragraphs was I did the thing where you just like look for words in the middle of the you can like search for specific words. I was really hoping. I specifically typed in the words Undertale and Hollow Knight and Amori, but I didn't find anything. Control or actually someone insane. Probably a collection of both. The thing that made like I'm like, okay, you know, because like the thing that made me like laugh at it and realize that this is either like just the most unhinged thing where you're either trying to like make up something or it's just an actual troll. It's like, first of all, I scrolled through it and it's like 50 billion paragraphs long. It's actually insane how like long that thing is. And second of all, the thing that made me just like be like, what is the point of this? Is I see. It's like the 3rd or 4th paragraph. I forget exactly what it was. Or they just say like, if you want, like, I forget the exact wording, but like if you're looking for deep lore, just go like the Souls franchise, and that's what just made me like lose it. I don't remember the exact wording off the top of my head, but it was something along the lines of if you look for like deep lore, it's like just go play like the Souls franchise, and I'm just like, this is just unhinged, and it was hysterical. I wanted to read more, but then I had to stream, and I forgot to talk about it a lot, or at least a bit, and then I forgot about it. But I just wanted to mention it because it was so just. Oh, there. It's in the category I was just mentioning, where it's like, it's not enough that I don't like something, it's that you like it and you're wrong because you like it, so I need you to not like it. There we go, guys. Hina's back. Hello, Hina. Hi, spinny, spin, spin. You know, for Hina being the spinning botch, Ken did it first. I'm just saying. Like, Chen was spinning first. Like, she really just tried to copy her shtick. Holy shit, I got that. Chicken? Close. She's a misfortune goddess. It's not that far off. Speaking of chicken, I've asked this question before, and I don't remember the answer. What is Kutaka? Like, what's her, like, thing? Your Patsos go? I don't know. Go ask soon. You probably think it's a more entertaining question than where's Amima? Chicken god? Like, is that just, like, it? God of chickens? I'll check in that can cure troughs. What's troughs? Powerful god of hell's checkpoint. I do feel like I remember vaguely that she, like, works for Aki, or at least that's, like, a common fan thing at the bare minimum. Holy shit, I got past Hydro? Is it possible to learn this power? Strong enough to enter hell? What do you mean by strong enough to enter hell? Don't you like? I thought, like, if you're evil enough, you just, like, get sent to hell. Like, now there's like a strength checkpoint. What happens if you don't get sent to heaven or something? Well, like, you're too weak to enter hell. And also chicken guy. Ooh, she's got a lot. Apparently, yeah, apparently fish. Pa. I was with all the children. All the stone stackers. What if you just go to live with Yuko? Hell is Shiki Hell? Is Shiki Hell the same one as Hikadia Hell? The Oku Hell? Isn't Oku Hell just Yuma Hell though? Like, didn't, like, Yuma kind of, like, go down there? Like, that's where that was? So, like, isn't that, like, what that could be referred to there? Like, I thought that the Hell's blood pools was just, like, below the nuclear reactor. Like the same area. Was doing your head or hell. Every hell at once, that's convenient. Isn't Makai, like, technically also like a hell? Isn't that, like, isn't it, like similar in concept, at the very least? Like, maybe not to being sent there in the afterlife, but, like, I thought Makai's, like, design is supposed to be similar. There was a netherworld, but there's the netherworld and there's a Makai. I guess there's also two different. There's former hell and current hell. Holy shit, I'm on stage 4? When did that happen? Stage of Hopes and Dreams. That was not very pleasant game. It's basically hell. That's what I was thinking. That's what I've always said. It's like hell adjacent. It's hell, but not afterlife hell. It's just like demon land hell. Fuck you! Why was that just slightly more to the left? Dang, snails, you hate the snail trail. Although that one wasn't the snail trail's fault. There's 2 gaps. The gaps look the same. I just ended up going for the one on the right. But there was a bullet that was hit to the left. I should have gone the one on the left. Uh-oh. There's like a sneeze that was just lingering. You hate it, but it dissipated. I'll play aggressive right now. Why not? Fight, you know, next to death, I reset anyway. At least on this stage. In heaven? I don't know. So Zune can have more characters? Yeah, we're heavens, yeah. This is Heaven 2? Like D&D. I think what happens in Touhou is just that Zune, is like one of the benefits of Gensokyo is that like if you want to, you just kind of like add like a new area. Dude, that was a sick fucking cap. Holy moly. Too bad I already died once. Okay, and then I died to that. Capital. But well, the problem is when you say that, like, General, is that someone is gonna sit down and be like,
the Lunar capital isn't actually in Gensokyo. Actually, it's just outside of Gensokyo. So,
Let's just throw these characters. Well, where were they before? This Mjorn Temple was just like underground. Oh, the Mjorn Temple suddenly appeared, guys. It's back, guys. Oh, look, it's here. Oh, here's this new place. Oh, the Divine Spirit. Someone's gonna be like, the Divine Spirit Mausoleum isn't technically in Gensokyo. It's like, let's see, what are we gonna add? Oh, there's this Divine Spirit Mausoleum just popped up. It's actually like right below the Mjorn Temple. How convenient. Guys, this shiny needle, this floating upside down castle just appeared out of nowhere. Fascinating. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I like how it's like kind of like can just add this type of thing. It's like, hey, you want to make something new? Oh, here's some new area. And then you just revisit Tell for the 20th time. The lake DLC in the Yokai Mountain. I feel like the Yokai Mountain has been filled with nothing but DLC over the years. Isn't that the entire existence of the Rainbow Dragon Cave? Here's this crazy cave, guys. Goddamn forest. Well, it's gotta make up for the fact that there's no oceans. Probably, actually, the too many forests is probably just because there's too many fairies. Like, we got toned down the fairy population at Sophie a little bit, I think. Fairies have run and blocked for too long. I'm not gonna kill all of them. I'm just gonna like tone down, like trim it down a little bit. It can be killed. Well, if you destroy the nature they're associated to, the fairies will go away, right? Like the fairy's life force is tied to that, right? Do you think the Yokai Mountain really is as big as Zune needs it to be? What I don't know what you're referring to. It's Chirizuka supposed to be. I know Mwen Zeka. The ice cream Chirino died. Yes. No, if you eat too much ice cream, Chirino dies. That's what it is. Like, if you ate all the ice cream in Gensokyo, Chirino would die. That's the idea. Why Chirizuka? What? Where / what is that supposed to be? I don't recognize that name. Is that a Touhou 20 thing? Stuff made like Chirino. Well, that's the thing. Like, you can, like, all the fairies are technically able to die, but as long as their element of nature is still there, then they will come back, right? Boss of 20 years. Okay, that's why I'm not at all familiar with it. I only kind of am familiar with, like, the late game plot of 20. I'm not really familiar with a lot of, like, the details. So the concept of cold. Hey, I mean, in Perfect Cherry Blossom, they literally stole spring. Okay, like they literally just stole the season of spring. You telling me that stealing coal isn't like is that unreasonable? I mean, doesn't Nemono kind of like exist as like a clan of like not hermits in the same sense as like some of the hermits, but like, you know, kind of like reclusive, like by themselves people like on the mountain, and then it's like surprise! Oh, we're gonna introduce them. I feel Letty. Rest in peace, Letty. But she do deserve this. Speaking of stealing spring, you always have to go back to the age-old classic of Yomu coming in saying that she's going to drain every last drop of spring. I always love that one. Wins by doing nothing? It's like, oh, I got luck destroying the concept of coal, but it's also like... Bro, Touhou 7, they literally stole spring. And Touhou 8, they hid the moon with a fake moon. And, like, no one, like, was able to, like, tell what the fake moon... Like, that it was, like, the fake moon. They did it so that the real moon wouldn't have access to Earth? Or Gensokyo, I guess, for how that's worth. It's like, this is a fantasy world. I'm not saying that to make an excuse, I'm saying that, like, they can, like Zune can make a plot if he wants it. There's no limitation is how much booze he's willing to booze up on before he comes up with his next idea. So 21, someone should see all the liquor. Dude, imagine if like all the sake and Gensokyo just disappeared. Like normally it's like no one wants to like solve a crisis until like Reimu is eventually coaxed into doing it. Dude, if all the alcohol in Gensokyo disappeared, I think you'd have more people than ever, like, actually, like, willing to, like, solve the incident. I'm very fortunate that she dipped down, but gave me some very nice holes. Very playable. Uh-oh. I just completely shat the bed on that one. Oh, that's so fucking tilting. I need to go take a 1-minute break. That's what I need to do. But I'm not. I don't want to. Sitting down, that requires me to get up and go pee and get some water. A lot of effort. Touhou 21 better have Renosuke as the final boss. Okay, I was like lingering for a while. Okay, Rico. Blasted Plastic Duck Simulator. I didn't see the word Touhou, though. Why is that laser just slightly... I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna actually force myself to go pee right now. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah. There's the Tenchi emo. You're doing the Lord's work with your 11 impression. You're the exact case for emotes. Oh my gosh, you're such a chatter. You're just so quirky. Oh my gosh. I just remembered the emote's name by heart. Oh my gosh, it's so quirky. But a game glitch. I can't believe you're recommending like a game that's not Touhou. Like, as a Touhou fan, like surely all Touhou fans know this. Like, look at a game. It's like, how am I supposed to like this? Where's the Yuri? Come on. Do the same thing. Oh my gosh, twinsies. Dude, what's such a Gemini moment? Oh my goodness. No, I will not apologize for anything I just said. Danmaku food. The word Danmaku food almost sounds evil. Like, Danmaku food. Branch, Reimu A, no swap. I finished the swapping loop, so we're back to non-swaps. And then you're gonna roll your eyes and be like, oh, boring run, dude, unbelievable. Where's my 50-card deck with all 5 colors of the rainbow? I like the vanilla game, and I rarely wish to dip my toes into mods, personally speaking. Mods outside of the quality of life mods that I usually play with, I should specify. Because if you look on the regular, it's like
Actually, I play modded on the regular. Like, I have the Aaron mod that
did you not do this to me, Minariko? Just more exhibit. Yeah, that one is also just like to give more. That one really just is that one almost, I would say, mostly exists to make swap starting item better, like less painful. Like, if I played Branch on the regular, I'd like more regularly than I do, I'd probably be a little more interested in doing, like, mods to try to spice it up. The thing is, it's like, I don't play, like, that much. Like, it's literally usually, like, 2 to 3 runs maybe a week. And with cycling between, like, non-swap item and swap starting item and all the characters, it's like, it's generally always, like, spiced up enough to the point where it's, like, it's always interesting to me, at least to me. Like, I'm always, like, I never, like, pop up Lost Branch and, like, I don't really want to, like, do this. Going under. I guess I can go back to, like, trying to sending you like some card design ideas. Maybe I'll think about that at work and just send you some various ideas. The problem is you're gonna be like, I don't know what cards to remove. Character. I don't know if I'd go that far. Some of the ideas are fine. Like, if you want to keep the Lunatic Torch idea, that's fine. But, like, that needs to be, like, that kind of needs to be, like, it just escalated in how big that is. Changing new ones. The problem with that is that requires me to, like, sit down and, like, I just fucking hate you, Ogane. That would require me to sit down and, like, look through every card again. That's kind of the problem. But the real question is, like, how many like cards are gonna get, like, reworked enough to the point where it's effectively a new card, right? Because, like, there are some cards that you give a couple number tweaks here or there, some mana tweaks, yada, 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 and you're kind of like, you could flatten it out a little bit, but I love that emote so much. Yes. Well, because realistically, let's look at 3 baselines for this right now, what I know you want. We keep the lunatic torch concept. We really just have to like really jack that up, right? It's way too just like bland right now. So you can keep the idea, it just has to really exaggerate it in some regards, but like not going like super overboard, but like just a little bit overboard. And by a little bit, I mean a fair bit. Way more than it currently is, but you don't want to go, like, super off the deep end. Second of all... You, like, not do that to me. Second of all, you gotta take the bee concept. They have fairy. They have... Oh! Who invited the funny man here? Ho ho! I'd say the B-side, like... The B-side, I think, has a very solid base. It just needs, like... I think the B-side is the side that just needs, like, a bit of tweaking and not, like, to be completely restructured. Like, the idea of the A side is you really, like, are playing risky around, the torch. And the B side, I think, is you playing risky around, like, a lot more of a traditional manner, like the debuffs and buffs type of thing. Which is what I would consider a lot more, like, traditional risk versus reward. Here's my biggest stance though. It's like I really struggle to help you as long as Mania exists is one of the biggest things. I should more comment as long as it's like pushed. That's where I really struggle to like with that regard. And the power idea with the torch, I also really hesitated with that. Yep. My biggest problem, though, is just, like, trying to design other things around a character with a mechanic that just, I feel like is just not good at all. Like realistic. And realistically, to the whole torch idea is, I just think, like, I think the torch is fine. It's just, like, you really gotta make it, like, you have to make it really good, but you also have to make it, like, you know, a danger. And I think there are I have some ideas of, like, some ways to play around this a bit more, but, like, character. I mean, a simple character still falls into the difficulty of balance. And it's not arguably easier or harder to balance, right? It's like, you could argue that in a character that you're trying to make strong, it's really hard because, like, you want to make these strong cards, but, like... But the difficulty of making strong cards is you can kind of, like, risk breaking the game. But on the contrary, it's like, you also have, like, obvious, like ways to, like, nerf a card. Like, you're not going to make, like, a normal character have cards that have, like, big drawbacks. That's it. I think you're really over simplifying that idea. Like, I'm not gonna deny that like there's a lot of these mechanics in this clown piece idea that are really more wild and definitely more out there than most other things, but I don't necessarily think it's innately harder to balance. Oof. Or necessarily, like, much harder or easier to balance. It is. Well, that's not necessarily true though, because the more risk versus reward you go though, the easier it is to throw a lever the other way. Like, the easier it is to give yourself a big downside. That's an effect. Like, let's just take the barest, most simple, like, idea. This is a very basic idea. With a starting, with, like, that fairy in, with the Lunatic Torch. It's like, say you make it just deal, like, 5-6 damage, you know, regularly, as its basic. And then in Torch mode, it's like, how much damage? Let's say, not that this is necessarily how you want to end up, but let's just play under this, where it's like, it deals a certain amount of damage, but if it gets a kill, you lose some life in return, right? So it has that interesting balance there. It's like, it's just, okay, how high do you want to make the numbers? 15 damage? And then how high do you make the life loss? It's a very simple, like, levering. Where it's like, if you want the hot, you can make the reward bigger, and then you just make the risk bigger. It's still very simple, just numbers game. As long as you're not trying to overcomplicate it with, you know, a bajillion different, you know, secondary effects. 20 damage, yeah. Well, that's what I say, because you have this basic fairy that deals 5 damage, and Lunatic Torch, it deals 6. That's a 20% damage increase. And a way that I look at it, let's take the most basic card in the game that is a risk to reward card. Okay? And that is the Moko, one red, one colorless. Or one neutral, I guess I should say. Okay? This card is, you lose 2 life at the cost of having 10 damage per mana and accurate. Accurate being the secondary effect of the card. Okay, considering that, like, most 2-mana damage cards that characters have will have approximately 1 mana per 7 to 8 damage and an additional effect. So the way that this card works is you have 1 mana per 10 damage and an additional effect, that being the accurate. However, to make up for that damage, you lose 2 life. Okay? So you're getting about a 40 to 50% damage increase at the cost of 2 life. And this is a very simple and low-level risk-reward card. Okay? A very basic concept for that. Okay, we're looking at like a 40 to 50% damage increase for a low-level risk of 2 life. Damn you, Rick, I'm running out of patience. Go like 1 or 2 more. If I continue, sorry, I'm too late. I already finished the conversation. Okay, let me go back to what I said then, Game Glitcher. If it is, let's take that Moko card. One red, 1 colorless. You know, the 10 damage twice, lose 2 life. Okay. The card is 1 mana per 10 damage. Scales better with firepower than most cards, and it's accurate to its secondary effect. Okay. So if you look at most other 2-mana damage cards, which usually have a rate of about 1 to 7, 1 to 8 per damage, mana to damage ratio, plus a secondary effect, you're getting like that's Garbo. It's a very basic. It's not a garbage card. It's actually a very solid card, especially in the early game. That's a very basic risk versus reward card, and it has all the effects. It's 2 mana, secondary effect. And it's the damage increase you're getting. Oh, you're talking about Kageyama's idea? I didn't read Kageyama's idea, I'm sorry. So compared to other cards of the same caliber, you're getting about a 40 to 50% damage increase, somewhere in that range, usually, at the cost of losing 2 life. That is a very basic risk versus reward card. Okay? And that's like a 40 to 50% damage increase some of the time to some of these other cards. So when you add that bit of risk, it's like you're adding like a massive increase to this. So if you want to make that risk big, then you're looking at making your numbers a lot bigger. So let's compare it this way, right? It's like you have that fairy of yours, the starting fairy, where it's like you enter like the torch mode, and it gets a 20% damage increase. 20%. Most cards on upgrade get a bigger than 20% damage increase. Fight right down in a week. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, half the reality of it is you kind of have to experiment at times, but like the base idea of A per se, or I mean kind of B as well, is to give yourself very strong tools. But you have to, like, play with them smart, or else you'll just end up screwing yourself in the butt. Right? Like, that's kind of the idea of the risk versus reward. Is you want to have very strong tools. But you do something at the wrong time, and the purification, or the weak, or the damage taken is just too much. And it gets yourself killed. God, yeah, that's a very simple concept of risk versus reward. And I hate that cog. I hate that event. Although, part of the reason I hate that event is just because it's not the other events. Like, I would just much rather see, like, Yomu or Eternity. From HP scaling, yeah. Make every card transform on Lunatic Torch. Just double the value damage and make you lose 5 life per card. Like, an interesting example of risk versus reward is that Yukari mod. Because there are some nuts effects in that mod. The problem is there's just no finishing. There's no finisher. Like, there's a lot of effects that just don't deal damage, and it's really hard to, like, finish things off. Yeah, you know this is your final chance. Remember wins by doing nothing? Well, yeah, but, like, you know, say you step back a little bit on Generation, you know, you can just make the Generation, like, a little bit harder, right? You could just make, there's the card that summons, like, 2 of that basic fairy. It's like, just, you know, what if you made it cost, like, 1 more mana? Like, slow it down a little bit. Make it a little bit harder. And it doesn't have to be 20 damage. Let's just say it's, like, 15 damage. Okay. Let's just use that as a baseline. Let's make it 15 damage. But, you know, yeah, you add that expel effect. Like, I know it has, like, the basic expel effect, but you just have the expel effect of what? What if you made the expel? What if you made it deal 20 damage? What if you made it deal 18 damage? But the expel effect was 10 life. I know that sounds crazy, but it's under the idea that you want this a card for damage, but you don't want the card to be the finisher. Right? Like, you want, like, the card comes out because you want to deal big damage. Maybe not 20. Maybe you could just do 15 for now. That's just an idea. With a big expel that's lethal. And the idea is You try to form it in a way where it's like, where the card is here to deal like massive damage. Like, to force fairly quick kills. But, on the contrary, it has a big expel effect. So a lot of your fight is based around potentially trying to get this going, but then figuring out how you kill it, kill the enemy outside of this expel effect, without triggering that effect. Never accept life and life loss like those. Yes, so then you play around it. Like, I'm just saying that, like, broadly. Like, you could drop it down, like, 6 or 5 life less and kill. Something like that. But, like, it's... The idea is you have this big fucking piece of shit spell that I just capped. Is that you have something that's, like, is pretty strong, but it's in a way where it's, like, you don't want this card to be the finisher. Like, maybe it doesn't even have to be the basic fairy. You can tone down its numbers a little bit on both ends. It doesn't have to be the craziest thing you've ever seen. But a fair question is... a legitimate question. Like, not that you make this card specifically, but here's a decent question. How strong is a card that says deal 999 damage, drop your life to 1? Hello, Cranberry Foe? Cranberry Foo? I don't know which way it's supposed to be, but hello. Okay, Notori, this is, you got one last chance for me as well. It's been like 2 hours. My brain's losing its ability to comprehend. It's like, that is theoretically, like, the ultimate idea of a risk versus reward card. Like, just max out numbers both ways. I mean, to be fair, Game Glitcher, we have multiple cards in the game, as is, that, like, are risk versus reward, and the risk is you lose the game. There's the True Full Moon card, and, Event Horizon. Event Horizon is literally double damage, you lose the game if you don't kill. I know these are rares. Fucking bitches. People bitching about people bitch about anything! And everything! It's the way that people are. Like, some people don't like deck thinning. Because it feels like you're losing value. Even when it's optimal. What's up, Amy? Scuffle, yeah. Everyone hates, but yeah, but you're making risk versus reward for a purpose. Like, people despise the Tenchi fight, like, for a reason. Because, like, a lot of people, like... Because, like, good players could realize that there's pretty consistent ways to get through the fight. But the bad players don't like it because, like, if you're not playing optimally, if you're not playing in a way designed to, like, beat the fight well, you're gonna... It's really punishing to you. Like, it's absurdly punishing, and it makes you feel really bad in ways like that. So it's one of those fights that it's like, oh man, this fight sucks ass, but it just punishes you. Watch silently. Hey, listen, I just appreciate people who watch me. Okay? People who chat are great, but, like, no one has to. There's no contract to that. When people enjoy watching, it's like, that's more than enough for me. It's like, I'm not really even expecting many people to show up, usually. It's just like, people show up, it's plenty for me. Okay, buddy, old pal. That fairy decided it wanted to get a little freaky, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, we love Touhou, man. Yeah, that's why I stream 6 days. Touhou 6 days a week. This hurts slightly. I mean, it's the price you have to pay sometimes for good food. You'd edge your you're edging your fairies? Whoa! I mean, I think I personally stand by the idea with the fairies is you just want them to be in a way where, under the torch effect, you have the expel idea. So it's like the whole idea is you want them to deal big damage, but you want them to like not get the kill. TSO. I have not tuned into a thing of TSO yet. That has nothing to do with whether or not it's preliminaries or anything. I just have not. Whenever the few times I have free time, TSO like doesn't cross my mind to go like browsing for it. Like really, like I don't like it. I just don't like think of it really, and I've just not like specifically gone. Love caramelized onions, dude. Caramelized onions are so good. Just like actually, just like absurdly top tier. Oh, I actually had that line too, but that one was just jackknife to the left for no good reason. Damn, that was a close one. A popular demand. I mean, that's why I always say that's why Tenchi got nerfed. Not because she was the scariest boss by any particular means, but because popular demand. Let's look, but Fammy, the important question was it worth it? Like that's the question you have to ask. Like, I think everyone here is probably at some point in their life, like, sat down and be like, oh, I ate too much. But the question isn't like, oh, man, you sit there afterwards. The question is, like, was it worth it? Yes? Okay, see? That's the important thing. Eat the whole building. Well, concrete is probably not good for you. I can't recommend that, but unless you're like Yuma probably could eat concrete perfectly fine, but I don't think most people are built like her. That's what you wish to believe, but that's how it is. Nothing more to it. Good. Well, are you an eater or are you a drunk? What's the two? Oh, so that's an easy answer right there. You have to understand, though, Game Glitcher, that most of the people who talk about that type of thing here are not PvP players. I forgot I added that Aki emote. There's so many I've been asked to add so many emotes, I forget so many of them. I just keep forgetting them. I'm so quirky, oh my gosh. Dude, it's such a Gemini moment. Oh my goodness. Make PvP like games? What do you mean by that? Up! I've never really been to a Chinatown. It's partially just because I live in a not very busy place. Like, there are, like, Asian restaurants and stuff in the area, but, like, we definitely don't have a Chinatown up here. So the only way I'd ever get to experience something like that is out of town, and that's something I do too much. Even when I do, that's not like we'll get Asian food, but we should go to like nice Asian restaurants. I've never been really to like a Chinatown area. And a few times like the very few times I've ever been to like big city. That the local sushi shop. I have never ever had sushi. At some point, I would like to try high-end sushi, but I've never been in a position to really have it. Close to the sea. I live close to the lake. Giant Lake Superior, second biggest freshwater lake. No, I think it's the biggest freshwater lake in the world. That's a freshwater lake. Get a lot of fish around here. I've never been too much of a seafood person. That's one thing that's kind of pushed me a little bit away from like sushi. One other thing that has always made me a little perturbed of sushi. I know it's fine, but like raw like meat, and I know sushi's fish, is always this like it makes me a little hesitant with things. And the other issue is the fact that, like... Ooh, I'm not in the right spot. I'm in the right spot. The other issue is that there's, like, there's not really, like, a sushi place nearby. There's a few Asian places, but, like, I've always, like... The few places that, like, might have sushi, I generally, like, the couple times I've been, or, like, get something else. And it's, like, although I have friends who love sushi and stuff, it's, like, they generally get, like... Like, I also am, like, I'm not gonna get... Like, I don't want to buy, like, the cheapy sushi. Like, I know a lot of people love sushi and will, like, more than gladly eat some, like, the cheaper, like, end sushi. But, like, if I want sushi, I'd rather get something, like, nicer, but, like, I just don't, like, the one time I had, like, the opportunity to get, like, potentially, like, high-end sushi, like, I didn't. I got, like, something else, which was phenomenal, but, like, I'm just never in a position for, like, really good, like, high-end sushi. And I really don't want to, like, try sushi otherwise, personally. Or, I mean, it doesn't have to be, like, super high-end, but, like, I would like, fairly high quality. It's one of those things where it's like, I'll probably try it at some point, but, like... Again, another big, like, red flag to me is just those, like... raw food. It's like, I know it's fine, but, like, that's always, like, it's like a red flag in my mind when I see that. I'm like... Like, even if the type of thing is, like, obviously, it's like, yes, it's sort of fine, people like them, it's like, Yamato Taurus? No, not the prettiest waves you're giving me, girl. Woo! Damn, she was getting a little, like, that wasn't that bad. I almost whiffed the kiss. Remember, always kiss your Kaneko. Yeah, but like I said, the other big problem is just, like, being somewhere to have sushi. Like, So usually on Thursday, I go out for lunch with my dad, because he's in the area. And then Friday, there's a place I go for barbecue chicken pizza, like, for lunch by myself. Like, but here's the thing. It has been, like, several months. It's been since May. Since, other than, like, a fast food place, or one of those two places, I have been to a different restaurant. And then before that, I think, like, February. So one of my favorite places to go down is go down to Wisconsin, visit my brother and some of my friends, and there's a place in downtown Appleton called Bowl 91. It's a ramen shop. And I have never, ever had ramen anywhere besides this place. And before going there, I had never had ramen before in my life. And I've never since had it anywhere else besides there. And that place is fucking phenomenal, dude. Holy shit. I'm usually not too much of a noodles person, but ooh, buddy. Oh, I moved too much to the right. I even saw the line. At least I saw the line. That's what matters the most to me. We take those. Is that Formis? I think that was a Formis. Right? Because it was a waterfall. uh, Garuda, Peerless, and Devout? Yeah. I hate eggs. I've never been an egg person. I've been, like, very, very, very slowly getting myself more into eggs. Because I finally started making, like, fried rice. Like, chicken fried rice. And I did not realize that, like, eggs are an ingredient. And, like, everywhere I looked, like, the recipes were like that. I was like, I'll do it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Okay, good run. We take those. And move on to some branching. You're Asian, your heart says you're American. Are you half Asian? One of my best friends, he lives down in Wisconsin, like 3 hours from me. But he used to live around here for a while. He's half Korean,